Where can I get euthanasia?
I'll tell you where you'll get it. Euthanasia is not about giving up. It is about ending your life in a really beautiful and a peaceful way. Good afternoon to one and all. Today, I, Ms. Khanak Jain, roll number 51, would be presenting on the topic Euthanasia Tourism. Death and tourism are not two words that typically go hand in hand. However, euthanasia tourism is real and is growing. Euthanasia tourism is slowly increasing, in which patients who want to seek euthanasia travel to countries where euthanasia or other assisted suicides are legalized. Now, when we talk about euthanasia, one country that comes to our mind is Switzerland. Switzerland is one of the most prominent countries where euthanasia is provided. Companies involved in euthanasia and other forms of assisted suicide in Switzerland must not work for profit, is what the laws for euthanasia says in Switzerland. The outcome is that there are various non-profit organizations that work for euthanasia. To live with dignity and to die with dignity is the slogan of the famous Swiss organization Dignitas, which was established in the year 1988, whose goal is to help patients opt for euthanasia. Now the graph besides shows the number of foreigners who were given euthanasia in Zurich, that is a city in Switzerland. Annually, 600 patients are given euthanasia in Switzerland, out of which 200 patients travel overseas. Around 611 tourists traveled to Switzerland for euthanasia purpose from 31 different countries. From Germany, there were 268 tourists, UK 126, France 66, Italy 44, US 21 and Austria 14. Now, talking about the pros of euthanasia tourism, the first one is patient's autonomy. So basically, euthanasia supports the principle of patient's autonomy, which includes the individual to make decisions about their own lives as to when and how they want to end their suffering. Second, talking about reduced suffering. So basically in euthanasia, it allows patients with terminal illness to have control over their end-of-life decisions, potentially reducing prolonged suffering and providing a more dignified life. And the last one, the most interesting one, that is the doctrine of double effect. So basically, this says that if doing something ethically good has an ethically bad side effect, then it is morally acceptable to do it, provided the bad side effect wasn't intended. This above principle can be justified in the case where a doctor gives drugs to a patient to lessen the symptoms. However, in spite of knowing that doing so may shorten the patient's life. This is because the doctor is not intending to kill the patient, but the bad result of the patient's death is a side effect of the good result of reducing the patient's pain or suffering. Now, talking about the cons of euthanasia tourism. First is moral dilemmas. Euthanasia raises a number of moral dilemmas, such as, is it ever right to end the life of a terminally ill patient who is suffering from pain? Is there a moral difference between killing someone and letting them die? Now, the second one is religious arguments. Most religions say that those who are vulnerable due to illness or disability deserve special care and protection. They also say that proper end-of-life care is better than euthanasia. The third one is palliative care development. So basically, it says that permitting euthanasia will lead to less good care of the terminally ill. In future, euthanasia might become a cost-effective way to treat the terminally ill, allowing euthanasia to discourage research for new modes of treatment for the terminally ill. Thank you.